Number 1. Imagine cruising the roads in a classic. This 1941 Chevrolet Special Deluxe Coupe from Gordonsville, Tennessee for $39,900 looks like it went through the war and emerged in a pressed suit, feeling cool as a cucumber with its hidden air conditioning. The original 216 Victory 6 whispers, and the vacuum-assisted 3-speed shifts so smoothly that a finger on the shifter is no exaggeration. The car is loaded with period-correct factory options, so inside it doesn't feel like a pre-war jalopy, but rather a fully equipped coupe from the early 1940s. What's more, the modern air conditioning is hidden under the dashboard and doesn't detract from the look. It simply makes a hot day in Tennessee much more bearable. This is one of those rare instances where a classic is genuinely ready to hit the road, not requiring half a day of coaxing with the choke. Now, let's jump from this pure vintage vibe straight to Laguna Beach, to a Bel Air that has been given the full Foose treatment and now looks more like a show car than a family sedan.
If you're finding value in what we're sharing, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps us create more great content. Thank you.
Number 2. Step into the world of vintage automotive passion with a 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air from Laguna Beach, California for $75,000. Under the hood, an LS3 packing around 440 horsepower, a 12-bolt rear end, Wilwood brakes all around, and a MagnaFlow exhaust, a setup that transforms the classic silhouette into a very spirited restomod. Inside, fresh leather, new carpet and headliner, modern wiring, vintage air, and Sirius XM make the car closer to a luxury vehicle than a garage project. With just around 1,100 miles since the build, the rest of the time, the coupe lived in the garage and only came out for special occasions. Number 3. Check out this 1953 Ford Crestline Sunliner from Santa Barbara, California for $35,000. It's got its original flathead V8 with a 4-speed manual on the floor. The owner has driven it for about 4 years and used it for its intended purpose, for cruising, not for endless projects. It also comes with new leaf springs, fender skirts, and rear air shocks, just sitting there waiting for installation. A perfect setup for the next owner. Next up is a more mature approach, a yellow 4-door Bel Air with a hardtop and a Continental kit. Number 4. Here's a rare opportunity for classic car enthusiasts. A 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air 4-door hardtop from Georgetown, Texas for $28,000. Under the hood is a 265 V8 paired with a 2-speed Power Glide. Its acceleration is leisurely. The crocus yellow and onyx black paint job, plus a Continental kit on the back, make for a very striking profile. Number 5. This classic 1948 Ford F1 from Virginia Beach, Virginia for $31,500 looks like a textbook example of a proper classic. One owner for over 60 years, a complete set of paperwork from the late 1940s, and a full frame-off restoration performed by a dealer through a specialized workshop. The yellow chrome pickup truck, riding on steel wheels with white wall tires, featuring a new wooden bed floor and perfect dog dish hubcaps, looks exactly as it's pictured in advertising posters. The engine and transmission have been rebuilt. The electrical system has been converted to 12 volts, and the interior and dashboard have been restored to factory condition. This isn't a hot rod, but a very proper first-year F-Series that you can both put into a collection and genuinely haul something light with. And if the F1 is a classic straight out of the Ford catalog, then the next car is all about being fully loaded with options. A green Crown Victoria with air conditioning and power accessories, just like in the brochure. Number 6. Discover the charm of history with this 1956 Ford Crown Victoria from Fort Lauderdale, Florida for $55,500. After a comprehensive restoration, everything works as it should. Factory air conditioning, power steering and brakes, power windows, and a power seat make this coupe almost comically comfortable for its age. Yet the mechanicals remain as factory original as possible in their configuration, so the driving experience isn't like a modern sedan, but truly reflective of the premium Ford engineering of the 50s. After this green luxury, it's logical to return to a simpler but very lively pre-war pickup from 1940 from Napa. Number 7. Step into a piece of history with this 1940 Ford pickup from Napa, California for $42,500, or best offer, a prime example of how things were simpler pre-war. But this beauty certainly looks pricier now. Its deep burgundy paint, bright orange steel wheels with chrome hubcaps, and impeccable chrome give it the vibe of an honest-to-goodness pre-war show truck that could still pull its weight. Under the hood, you'll find a flathead V8, a 3-speed and rear-wheel drive, a classic setup with no surprises, but boasting a meticulously restored interior and a wooden bed floor designed more for show than for hauling. According to the description, the body has been overhauled, the metal is straight, and everything inside is clean and put together without any shoddy do-it-yourself work. This is a vehicle that wouldn't look out of place at a fair alongside wine and cheese, and yet it still remains a true truck. The following Mercury, on the other hand, genuinely aims to be an accessible entry point into the world of classic project vehicles rather than a showpiece. Number 8. Step into the world of vintage automotive passion with this 1950 Mercury Super 8 for from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, for $18,000. The Flathead V8, with a 3-speed manual transmission, according to the owner, has been overhauled. It starts easily, doesn't smoke, and pulls strong and smooth. The interior has been completely reupholstered, making it fresh and tidy inside. The body is straight with no rust, and the panel gaps are true. That's why the price seems fair. The mechanicals and interior are already done, and those who want a show-quality finish can easily paint it to their own taste. Number 9. Take a trip back in time with this 1959 Chevrolet Apache 3200 from Grover Beach, California for $20,000. This is the very step side that was genuinely converted from a farm tool into a respectable cruiser. The original 4-speed with a granny gear was kept, but under the hood they put in a small block 350 with a new Edelbrock AVS-2, so the sound and power are no longer from the 50s, but plenty strong. The front end was lowered with Posey's leaves. The rear has extended shackles. There are new brakes all around, new miscellaneous wiring, fresh glass, new taillights, and neat fresh bedwood with steel hardware. The body is straight, without dents or rot, and the pleasant turquoise color still pops. But there's a quirk that's best to accept up front as part of its character. The old blue paint and a dead speedometer are left for the future owner as a small winter project list. However, for the money, this is a solid driver and cruiser, not a stalled project. Up next is another working Chevrolet, but a flashier one with a history as a rolling billboard. Number 10. Dive into automotive history with this 1946 Chevrolet 3100 from Prescott, Arizona for $20,000. It looks like that iconic yellow pickup everyone snaps pictures of in the parking lot, only to find out it genuinely runs. In the early 2000s, it was taken down to the frame, properly restored, and a 235 engine from a 1959 Chevy truck was placed under the hood. The electrical system was converted to 12 volts. The engine was rebuilt, and since then, it has only accumulated about 300 miles. It spent more time as a living billboard for an Alaskan brewery than hauling cargo. Currently, the truck is in fill-it-up-and-go condition, with a neat interior and solid body alignment. The seller is upfront about it. The paint chips on the yellow finish and a worn bed floor are still present, and the next owner will have the rare opportunity to decide whether to keep the light patina or restore it to a show-quality shine. After seeing this hard-working yellow, it makes sense to check out a clean hot rod built to all the old-school standards. Number 11. Check out this classic 1932 Ford Roadster from Upland, California for $65,000. The frame and sheet metal are genuine Ford 32s. Under the hood is a Chrisman-built flathead with a polished French block and Harrell speed equipment, and in the rear are 40-style brakes and a rear end with a 3.54 gear ratio. The transmission is a classic 39 manual. The steering column and drop are original, the running gear was disassembled and freshly reassembled, and the car still smells of recent assembly and gasoline, not old oil. And next, for a dose of serenity, a tidy 1955 Bel Air from an older restoration that simply does what it's supposed to. Number 12. Today, we have a fantastic find, a 1955 Chevy Bel Air from Sacramento, California for $50,000, a prime example of a good old restoration that has stood the test of time. Under the hood is a 265 V8 with an automatic transmission. Nothing exotic, but in excellent condition. It starts easily, runs smoothly, and drives just as you'd expect. Smooth and predictable. Visually, the coupe looks classically sharp. The paint and chrome are well maintained, and the interior has been neatly refreshed, without any attempts at a radical custom job. Included are a chrome grille guard, bumper ends, and fender skirts. You can either keep everything on the car or play around with the look, depending on your mood. There's no dramatic list of modifications or projects here. This is an honest Bel Air that you can confidently drive right home. Next up is another 31, but not a hot rod this time. Instead, it's a calmer Ford Model A with high mileage and a neat appearance. Number 13. Up for sale is a 1931 Ford Model A from Wichita, Kansas for $19,988. A classic example of how to sell vintage vehicles by simply listing the facts. Green exterior, gray interior, manual transmission, stated mileage of 89,036 miles. Everything is perfectly transparent. The car isn't being presented as a show car. This is an honest Model A for those who want a solid pre-war vehicle without a total nut and bolt restoration. Visually, it looks tidy with no glaring flaws, straight panels, decent chrome, and a period-correct interior. The seller is presenting it as a ready-to-drive example, not a pallet of parts. And that's its biggest selling point. This is a decent starting point for those who've had their eye on a Model A, but don't want to spend years wrenching in the garage with an angle grinder. Next, another honest find awaits us. A Jeepster that spent decades living in a garage and never saw the elements. Number 14. Whether you're a collector or a restoration enthusiast, the 1948 Willys Jeepster from Lake Havasu City, Arizona for $25,000 is a rare instance where the owner can honestly say, "It hasn't seen rain." The restoration was completed back in 2008, after which the car was tucked away in an air-conditioned garage and only rolled out for special occasions. The underside is clean, the body is clean, and everything works as it should for a well-maintained Jeepster. An inline engine, manual transmission, and all the electrical odds and ends are in place. 53,000 miles for a car like this look more like careful use than a hard life. This is a story where the buyer gets not a Jeep thrashed through the countryside, but a tidy summer cruiser that you could roll out onto the boardwalk today and not be embarrassed. After the beach-ready Jeepster, it's logical to return to a classic sports car, a red 1962 Corvette, which is perfectly at home on the show circuit. Number 15. For sale is a 1962 Chevrolet Corvette convertible from Olympia, Washington for $70,000. It has a period-correct engine block, a freshly rebuilt V8 with 349 horsepower, a rebuilt manual transmission, a new brake system, new carpet, new seats, and a fresh soft top. The owner honestly says it is not a strict concours car, but actually, that is a plus. You can drive this Corvette without fear, not just polish it. The price is firm, so any negotiation is more for show than for an actual price reduction. Next up is a surprise, a 1940 F-150 in Texas, which in reality is just an old workhorse Ford, preserved intact. Number 16. Perfect for those who appreciate vintage automotive craftsmanship, a 1940 Ford F-150 short bed from Midland, Texas for $30,000. Only the second owner, the body is all steel with no mention of welded patches or fiberglass fabrication. Mechanically sound, the car runs great, meaning it starts and drives without the usual drama of tow ropes and push starts common for this age. The owner is willing to consider trades for other classics or equipment, making it a convenient option for those looking to swap one project for another. Next on the list is a post-war 1960 Thunderbird into which $39,000 in receipts have been invested, and with only a couple of thousand miles since a complete overhaul. Number 17. Here's a rare find for classic car enthusiasts. A 1960 Ford Thunderbird Coupe from Brennan, Washington for $18,000 looks almost ridiculously cheap when you only look at the figures on the receipts. Over $39,000 documented in receipts for a complete restoration of the engine, transmission, fuel system, and related components. Since then, it's only been driven 2,080 miles, meaning it's essentially just been broken in. The car also features 2 dealer packages from Bill Pierre Ford and a complete set of documentation from its purchase in May 1960. A rare paper trail. Its white exterior, black interior, the classic Bullet Bird profile, and recent mechanical work make it a very attractive turnkey option rather than a long-term project. The irony is that here, for the price of a run-of-the-mill car, you're getting a Thunderbird that has already cost someone twice as much. Next up is a completely different approach, a small Volkswagen Beetle, where no expense was spared in the restoration either. Number 18. Here's a fantastic opportunity for any classic car enthusiast. A 1964 Volkswagen Beetle from Nampa, Idaho for $15,500. It's an example of how you can make a Bug better than it rolled off the assembly line and still stay within a down-to-earth budget. The car was stripped down to the pan. The floor pan was treated with POR 15, and the underside and lower body were sandblasted and given the proper protection. The original 1,200 cubic centimeter engine was rebuilt with a big bore kit to approximately 1,400 cubic centimeters, and it has fewer than 500 miles on it since the rebuild. A new interior and cocoa mats from Wolfsburg West, an original style headliner, a completely new brake system, a new wiring harness, and a rare anthracite L469 paint color for older Volkswagens make it a neat little collector's item. There's just one catch which the owner honestly notes. The heater isn't hooked up yet, and the new owner will have to complete that part of the puzzle. But everything else is already in turnkey and enjoy condition. Number 19. Step back in time with this 1951 Chevrolet 3100 from Burlington, Washington for $35,000. An option for those who want a turnkey custom, not a box of parts. Under the hood is a rebuilt 350 small block paired with an automatic, so the old work truck suddenly transforms into a comfortable city cruiser. Outside, a faded burnt orange that only emphasizes its character. Inside, it is no longer farm equipment, but an interior with power seats, power windows, and a Dolphin gauge cluster. Up front are disc brakes and power steering, so it handles much friendlier than the original 51. For all that, this is an honest driver, not a sterile museum piece. The body has a few chips and small dings, and this is exactly the case where the signs of age mean you do not have to sweat every mile. It is straightforward, $35,000 in Burlington, Washington, or best offer, and no trades, a perfect stepping stone to your next, cheaper but already sled-style Mercury. Number 20. Check out this incredible opportunity to own a 1955 Mercury Montclair from Miami, Florida for $18,500. It's like taking a nice coupe and dropping it low for that perfect sled stance. Under the hood is a classic 292 V8 and an automatic transmission, so no racing performance, just comfortable old 3 speeds and lazy acceleration off the line. The interior has already been completely redone. The red inside contrasts nicely with the black body, and the lowered profile and decorative side pipes give the car a cool, 50s-era caricature look. The seller makes a point of emphasizing that the coupe drives and handles just fine. It's a true driver, not a project car, that will lead to endless nights in the garage. For $18,500 in Miami, Florida, this is one of those options where you can just gas it up and go until you feel like something even more radical, like your next hot rod built on a 1930s chassis. Number 21. Step into a piece of automotive history with this honest 1936 Ford F-150 short bed for sale in Gadsden, Alabama for $30,000. Its long had a Chevy 350 dropped in under the hood. A new set of steel wheels with Silvertown tires adds the perfect old-school vibe. The owner is upfront about it. The paint is far from show-quality perfection, and the cosmetics aren't perfect, but mechanically, it's ready to just drive. Number 22. Step into a piece of automotive history. In Hagerstown, Maryland, a complete package is being offered for $14,500. A 1949 Willys station wagon, plus a disassembled 1949 Jeepster, currently undergoing restoration. For those who enjoy not just driving, but also building, this is a truly compelling pairing. The wagon itself is valuable for its rare, virtually untouched interior. The original headliner, materials, and even the spare tire cover are all in a state of preservation typically only found in archival photographs. Additionally, a treasure trove of parts is included. Freshly powder-coated wheels, 2 restored original radiators, a set of new quarter panels for a later body, and a set of new Coker white wall tires. The engine for the Jeepster has already undergone a professional rebuild and has approximately 500 miles on it since the rebuild, meaning the mechanical foundation for the second body is all set. The transaction terms are also noteworthy. $14,500 in Hagerstown, Maryland, payable in cash, silver, or even cryptocurrency. From there, you can choose which one to build first, while the next star, a Studebaker GT Hawk, is already demonstrating what turnkey looks like after racking up a lot of miles. Number 23. Here's your chance to own a 1964 Studebaker GT Hawk from Pottsville, Pennsylvania for $19,000. A true grandpa car that's genuinely road ready. The seller honestly states that the owner is elderly and is selling due to health issues, but the Hawk itself is far from being a garage queen. It was just driven more than 700 miles to the National Studebaker meet near Pittsburgh, and it handled the trip without a hitch. Under the hood is an R1 engine, even if it's without the signature R1 water manifold, but the frame, on the other hand, is nearly pristine, rust-free, very clean, and the chrome and paint look presentable. The interior and electrical systems are in perfect working order. All gauges and lights function as they should. This is a classic turnkey vehicle for $19,000 in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, no trades, offering a chance to immediately appreciate how a rare Studebaker stands apart from more common Chevys, like the next Stylemaster running on modern internals. Number 24. Introducing a classic reimagined. In El Paso, Texas, a 1948 Chevrolet Stylemaster Coupe is being sold for $32,500. On the outside, it remains a tidy beige classic, but under the skin, it's long been updated with modern mechanicals. Up front, there's a Mustang II front end with disc brakes and rack and pinion steering, which means you won't get any heavy, imprecise steering or spongy drum brakes. Powering it is a 350-350 combo and a 10-bolt rear end with drum brakes, plus a dual exhaust system, so it sounds exactly as you'd expect from an old Chevy with a V8. Inside, you'll find a tidy beige interior, air conditioning, a heater, and a new stereo with Bluetooth, so a 2025 playlist won't clash with the classic lines of the 40s. The body is described as having no surprises, specifically a very decent driver that you can comfortably take on a long road trip. This is no longer a museum piece, but a comfortable rest-a-mod for a reasonable $32,500 in El Paso, Texas. A nice contrast to the next Crown Vic, which has a solid foundation, but still has room for improvement. Number 25. Looking for a classic off-road adventure? 1956. Ford Crown Victoria from West Jordan, Utah for $35,000. Mechanically, the Crown Vic is described as fun to drive, already sporting new brakes on 3 wheels, but it's not a sterile show car. The engine would benefit from a normal tune-up and the elimination of an underside leak, which the owner himself attributes to a possible output shaft seal. This is one of those instances where the weak spots are honestly disclosed up front, so a potential buyer won't have to play guessing games about where the drips on the garage floor are coming from. However, for its $35,000 in West Jordan, Utah, it's already a solid, handsome foundation, where bringing it up to snuff is much easier than building from scratch, especially compared to completely bare-bones projects like a pre-war club wagon. Number 26. Take a journey back to with this 1937 Ford Club wagon from Tucson, Arizona for $9,000. The car is in running condition, registered, and most importantly, the seller highlights its lack of rust, which for a 37 model sounds much better than a laundry list of floor mats and stickers. This is a blank canvas. Some will be content to use it as a driver classic in a drive-it-as-is style, while others will see it as a platform for a custom build or a meticulous original restoration, especially since you won't have to start by welding in new floor pans and frame rails. Number 27. Here's a rare gem that offers a glimpse into the past. This 1953 Mercury Monterey from Chappell Hill, Texas, for $15,850, boasts a tidy blue exterior, an equally clean interior, and mileage that's almost laughable for a 50-year-old sedan. You won't find any fancy custom work here, but it offers that rare feeling that you're truly behind the wheel of the last year of the flathead era, and serving as a gentle bridge to the next lot. This Monterey is a reminder of what an F-Series might have been like if it too had been built like in '53. But instead, next up we have an F-100 that was literally built from the ground up. Number 28. Here's a classic in Wichita, Kansas. A 1957 Ford F-100 big back window is going for $32,000. Technically, it's a 58 with a 57 front end, but the bottom line is that everything underneath it is brand new. A 302 engine, a new automatic overdrive, new radiators, new wiring, new exhaust, new suspension, new brakes, new kingpins, a new interior, new glass, a new paint job, and new body panels. It feels like the only things that are old here are the vehicle identification number and the shape of the fenders. Even the Kragars are fresh. The car was clearly not built to be flipped, but as a daily driver that cruises comfortably on the highway at modern pickup speeds. If you want, you can even add vintage air conditioning to it. Compared to such a Restomod, the next Thunderbird seems tame, but it has a trump card. It remained a genuine Thunderbird. Number 29. Up for sale is a 1964 Ford Thunderbird from Las Vegas, Nevada for $30,000. The 390 engine has undergone a major overhaul with updated electricals, a new alternator, battery, power steering pump, and even added air conditioning, which you wouldn't typically expect from a 64 model. The underside is clean. The car came from Florida, where they don't use road salt. The owner openly discloses there's a parasitic electrical draw, which he is currently diagnosing, so it's not a surprise, but a known item to be addressed. Otherwise, it's a clean example from the 60s, complete with fender skirts and factory documentation. Against this backdrop, the military Dodge M37 from the next page seems like equipment from another world, but that's precisely what makes the transition so stark and interesting. Number 30. Picture yourself cruising down the boulevard. This 1951 Dodge M37 from Fresno, California for $20,000. The description uses the word new a suspicious number of times. New clutch, new seals, rebuilt transfer case, all glass intact. The body is almost perfectly straight, which is rare for military vehicles. Under the canvas top, you'll find that brutal, utilitarian interior that an M-Series should have. Number 31. Imagine the adventures that await you with this 1941 Dodge from Cannon City, Colorado for $12,500. The body is pre-war, but everything else is modern tech. A 5.7 Hemi, four-wheel drive, a 4-speed automatic with overdrive and anti-lock brakes, making the truck drive not like a museum piece, but like a confident daily driver pickup. The seller even admits he drives it almost every day, and the tires are fresh not because it's needed for the sale, but because he actually drives it. The interior needs assembly. It's missing the headliner, carpet, and a couple of odds and ends, but technically, the vehicle is already in turnkey condition. Number 32. Discover a piece of automotive history with this 1952 Chevrolet from Elbow Lake, Minnesota for $6,700. It's one of those rare cases where someone honestly writes, "The car runs great, but it's up to you to finish it." Under the hood is an engine that starts without a hitch, and the list of new parts reads like a checklist. New glass all around, a new fuel tank, new exhaust, and new brakes. Essentially, the owner has already done all the dirty mechanical work, leaving the future owner only the final stage: paint and cosmetic assembly. This is a low investment way to get into a project. The car runs, the bones are solid, and the budget is modest. It's with such simple, straightforward projects that this selection concludes. And thanks for sticking with it until the end. I'm preparing the next batch of the best affordable classics for quick deals and discerning collectors. Number 33. Discover the charm of history with this 1964 Buick Wildcat. 14,000 Canadian dollars, a massive golden land yacht with a 425 V8 engine making 365 horsepower, a floor-shifted Hydromatic 400, bucket seats, a console-mounted tachometer, a rear heater, a posi traction differential, and a whole lot of new parts. Exhaust, cooling system, gaskets, fuel system, suspension, all updated. Condition, a genuine 60-year-old icon, fully operational. Number 34. Take a journey back to, with this, 1970 Ford Galaxy 500 XL, $11,000, Tucson, AZ, 390, new top, clean interior, new exhaust, solid body, everything works, but needs a few minor touches to be show ready. On the road, it drives smooth and turns a lot of heads.